Hey there guys, what's going on? So, as my last video should have told you by now, if you've watched it, if you haven't, then, you know, tisk tisk and tut tut to all of that, all of those old English school marm things to try to scold you there. Go and watch it, getting off of that weirdness. Go and watch it, and, you know, it'll get you caught up on a couple of things that I wanted to do before we hit the weekend. And the first one was a pretty cool thing with Ryan Adams in 1984, but now we're going to get into the heart of one of the bigger pre-orders that I was expecting for the month of August before we hit the really insanely busy, cool month of September. And it's released by a guy who is known for being a heavy rocker, to kind of segue from heavy rock, metal-y kind of stuff. Known for being a heavy rocker, monolith riffs, kind of, you know, this guy, he's a veteran elder statesman of the rock genre. But this is his second solo album, which he's done solo work before, but this is really the most confessional, hard on his sleeve kind of solo work, if you will. I absolutely loved his first one in 2011, which was called Several Shades of Why, and his latest, which I've had the pleasure to hear a little bit over the course of this month, and I'm getting to hear a little bit more today, is called Tied to a Star. It kind of came out of nowhere, just kind of a sudden announcement that it was going to be coming out, and hopefully he'll tour for it, because I just narrowly missed him touring in my area when he toured for the first one, and it was just such a pleasure to hear that record and enjoy it. And let's just get into it, shall we? This is the vinyl unboxing for J Mascis, Dinosaur Jr.'s own J Mascis, and Tied to a Star. Now, to begin, I can't really even express to you how much of everything I love about this, because first of all, I loved Several Shades of Why, his first solo record in this softer, more straight to the heart kind of genre. And after I heard that, you know, knowing what an icon he is, and what, you know, the band leader of Dinosaur Jr. with Lou Barlow and Murph and all that, you know, I was kind of like, well, you know, he's doing stuff with them again. Maybe this isn't a thing he'll revisit, you know, guys that can just do a certain thing and then suddenly they'll do like a softer acoustic-led record or something else, and it's like, well, that kind of stuff is just like one of the things that just like, oh, it gets me every time. You want to do something like that, you got an interesting voice, you got some cool things to say, strip it down, bring it down to the nuts and bolts, really say it, really speak it to the person listening, and you got me. That's it. I'm down, I want to listen, I love every second of that kind of stuff. And so I thought, well, maybe, you know, maybe he'll revisit this genre, maybe this is like a one-off thing. Either way, I'm really going to enjoy this record. I have, and lo and behold, here it is once again. And to go hand in hand with that, just to show this cover again from up close, I love the artwork. Again, love, so much love here today. I love the artwork that Jay has done. He's done so much collaborating with Mark Spusta over, you know, a lot of releases, and just, it has a certain way to, but I love this artwork. This artwork to me is unbelievable. I'm actually going to be talking about, I think, more stuff to do with this a little bit later on down the line, closer to the release date for this on the 25th, because you could just basically just put this design stuff on anything. You could put it on all kinds of stuff and I would just buy it, because it's just, it's so fun, it's so immediately recognizable to me. It's just like, oh, that's like that's a Mark Spusta, J Mascis kind of a collaboration thing, and I can't get enough of the design that they do with the designs, as I lose the ability to speak, the designs they've done together, and the stuff they just keep putting out. So here is the front once again. You will get sick of me showing you this, I'm sure, after a point. And the back cover with all of these song titles at the top there. We have Me Again, Every Morning, Heal the Star, Wide Awake, Stumble, and then Drifter, Trailing Off, Come Down, and Better Plane, which makes for 10 songs in all. Me Again, by the way, is a perfect intro to this, just to give you some initial idea, just to feel him returning to this genre and just feeling just the way that sounds, it's like, oh, it's just so good to hear that side of his music, and I love his voice and just what he does with this stuff. So in here, if I will ever get to it, which I promise that I really will get to it today, we have something even cooler to bring us back to the artwork. Of course, we have a thing here produced by J Mascis, engineering, mixing. Cat Power features on this record. The great Mark Mulcahy does backing vocals on a few songs. The whole deal. We got some special guests again after the last record, which featured appearances from like Ben Bridwell and some violinist from Silver Mount Zion, some group like that. A bunch of cool guest stars once again. So you get the credits there. Very minimal, no lyrics, nothing like that, which is pretty much Jay's wheelhouse. And you get this wonderful fold-out poster of the artwork for the record, which, if it wasn't so wide, it would probably replace the Morrissey one here behind me, because it's just so awesome, and it should just be in my videos. But I'm really excited about that. And the record itself, because I was just playing it, it's over here, is in this sort of bubblegum pinkish purple kind of a hue here, which is pretty cool, with a nice little insert. Again, that great artwork. I'm not going to be able to say that enough. More of that great artwork there. And that's awesome. Plays great, sounds great. A little bit on the thin side, not really like a thick, like, oh, this is 180 gram kind of a feel to it. It has a little bit of a thinner, like, oh, it's color vinyl kind of a feel, but it sounds good, plays great, no problems in that regard. And it even comes with this nice little shirt here with this very interesting design that again, I enjoy it. I enjoy the hell out of it. I can't say enough about it. And this record, I really, I make no promises, as I never do, but I definitely think that you will be seeing me review this, maybe posting some songs up, something like that. I'm not going to do that too early because of copyright and, always having to be careful in that regard, but definitely you're going to see more coverage on Tied to a Star here. This is definitely the beginning run of some really cool stuff that we're going to get to talk about, leading from this into the duo of Justin Townes Earl and Ryan Adams next month, and some other cool things that are still in the pipeline. So I hope you enjoyed this this early preview of J Mascis with Tied to a Star. It is due out on the 25th of this month, so not too much longer to go. And to right off the bat, I would say it's I won't spoil it and say that it immediately holds up to Several Shades of Why if you enjoy that side of Jay's music, but I definitely think it has the same shades of immediate emotional vulnerability that really drew me to it in the first place, and explores new areas that are really intriguing as well. But we're going to get into that in the review side of this. This is the vinyl unboxing here. I hope you enjoyed this. Keep it here for more new stuff, new article things, all kinds of new stuff back off of hiatus once again. So keep it here, guys, and stay tuned.